is around up to 0.25 millimeters, right? Grade 1 mobility is 0.5 to 1 millimeter facial lingual movement, if you still remember. Then 1 to 2 millimeter for grade 2 lingual movement. And grade 3 mobility is more than 2 millimeter facial lingual movement with vertical displacement, right? And if the tooth is not moving at all, you call that what? It's not moving. Ankylosis. It's directly attached to the bone. Okay. We have here the principal fibers of the periodontal ligament. Okay. Which one has a cementum to cementum attachment? Which among the periodontal ligaments has cementum to cementum attachment? Is it the transeptal, alveolar crest, horizontal, oblique, interradicular, or apical fibers?
Transeptal.
It's the transeptal, number 1 here. Transeptal, cementum to cementum. Okay? Doc, why not interradicular fibers? Your interradicular fibers is connected from where to where? From the root to the papunta saan? From the cementum to the bone here. That's your interradicular fibers. Okay? So the one that connects cementum to cementum is your transeptal fibers. So let's discuss this one by one. Again, transeptal group has cementum to cementum. Let me write this down. Cementum to cementum attachment. Are you attending the white coat ceremony tomorrow? Are you required to attend or not?
Hindi po, Doc.
Sino lang daw? Yes. Who's required to attend the white coat?
Some of us that are officers po, part of the student government. Dito, I
So
think is Colleen.
there's no specific clinic level. So they chose some clinic 1, clinic 2. Is that it? Like that?
Not sure, but if you're part of the student association, you need to show up naman.
Mm, but not all clinicians are required to attend
Yes po.
because you won't fit inside the rise because
Most
there are a
likely.
lot of clinic 1. How many clinic
Most
1
likely.
are there?
As
150
of
plus?
as of right now, I think they said 149 po.
149. Okay. Good luck. Sorry, sa chair. Okay. So, where are we? Here. So alveolar crest fibers. Okay. For this one, yes. Sorry. Yes.
Ay, may tanong ako. The first,
Uh-huh.
can you go back with
Wait.
the transeptal po?
Yeah.
Says that they're
Sige.
responsible for returning the teeth to their original state after orthodontic treatment po. Is that the only is
Okay. So for this one, okay, very good question. Huh? It says here, transeptal fibers, so responsible for returning teeth to their original state after orthodontic therapy. Let's say a tooth is rotated. Rotated tooth. You performed orthodontic movement. So you derotate the tooth, right? So after derotating the tooth, what happened to the fibers? Parang they are twisted like a rubber band, di ba? Parang nakaganon sila. So if you don't do anything, if you don't do something after orthodontic therapy, what would happen? Slowly, they would rotate again. It would rotate again the tooth. Okay? So what we usually do for ortho is we perform the Edwards technique. Ano to? CSF. Wait lang. Edwards technique, CSF, circumferential, supracrestal, fiberotomy. So basically, what you do is to, of course, anesthetize. You get a sharp surgical blade and you cut the sulcus all around. Basically, you're cutting the fibers. You're cutting the fibers to prevent the tooth from from rotating again. That is done to prevent relapse. Okay, so that is very important. If you derotate a tooth, yes,
Dok,
Miss
instead of
Hong.
the blade, can we use gumsep na lang? Parang safer.
Gum sep kasi is thicker. So yes, you're able to cut, pero you're not able to go deeper. Okay, your goal kasi is to go deep to cut through the fibers. Mas malalim. So you can use your surgical blade number 11. Okay, para mas malalim siya. So once you do that, you cut all around, you are now creating a scar on the area. And that scar would prevent the tooth from rotating again. Okay, so
So
that's
do you
one of
think
the
that
cause of relapse.
sorry. So that could
Mhm.
work after ortho treatment instead of retainers. You could opt for that as a
No, you
primary.
still need to wear the retainer.
Okay.
You still need to wear the retainers, especially if you change the position of the canines.
So it's not
Okay,
sufficient.
it's not
That on its
sufficient.
own is not sufficient. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Thank
not sufficient because aside from these fibers, you also have the mesial drifting of the teeth of the molar. So it's pushing your teeth forward. Okay, so it can relapse. Okay, that's why you need retainers. And for adults, most of the time it's lingual bonded retainers that is placed. Okay, any other
thank you
question?
po.
That's a very good question. Huh? Any other question, Wala na? So here, alveolar crest fiber. So it prevents extrusion of the tooth, okay? And it also resists or prevents lateral tooth movement, okay? Alveolar crest fibers here. Next, we have the horizontal fibers. So horizontal fibers here, oriented horizontally, extends at right angles to the long axis of the tooth from the cementum to the alveolar bone, right? Next, we have oblique fibers. So for this one, it's the largest group. Basically, it's the most numerous. Okay, so they bear the masticatory stresses. Okay, they bear the masticatory stresses and transforms them or transforms the vertical stress into tension on the alveolar bone. So basically, your periodontal ligament in general are shock absorber, right? However, they can only absorb a certain shock, di ba? It has a limit. If you exceed the limit, what would happen? You would have trauma from occlusion na. Okay? So you should not exceed the limit. Next, we have here the apical fibers. So your apical fibers prevents tooth tipping. Okay? It also resists luxation. Okay? Apical fibers. So for interradicular group, prevents luxation, prevents tooth tipping, and torquing. And again, cementum to cementum. Ms. Hong earlier mentioned something about the Sharpie's fibers. Okay. Once the periodontal ligament attaches itself and extends towards the bone or beyond the cementum, you call those Sharpie's fibers. These are terminal portions of the periodontal ligaments that would insert into the cementum and bone. Those are your Sharpie's fibers. And if you notice, the sharpest fibers in the alveolar bone has a different thickness compared to the sharpest fibers in the cementum. It's the sharpest fibers in the alveolar bone that is thicker compared to the sharpest fibers in the cementum. They are thinner. Okay? So we now go to the third. The third one is the root cementum. So basically, cementum is a thin layer of hard dental tissue, covering the anatomic roots of the teeth. Okay, so it is formed by cells known as cementoblasts, which developed from undifferentiated mesenchymal cells in the connective tissue of the dental follicle. Okay, so we have two types of cementum, right? We have the acellular cementum and the cellular cementum. Acellular cementum, that's a primary cementum. Cellular cementum, that's the secondary cementum. And as you already know, there's a cellular cementum is found in the coronal 2/3 of the root, whereas cellular cementum is found in the apical 1/3 of the root. That's why if a tooth is subjected to heavy occlusal forces, the response of the tooth is that it would deposit cementum here in the apical area. The deposition of cementum. And you call that excessive deposition of cementum in the apical area as your hypercementosis. The reason why hypercementosis happens in the apical third of the root is because it is here where the cellular cementum are located. Okay, this is a coronal 2/3. We have acellular cementum. Right? So we have these cells here, cementoblasts. So cementoblasts are the cementum forming cells, while cementocytes are cementoblasts that are trapped into the matrix. Okay, cementoblast, cementum forming cells. Cementocytes, these are cementoblasts that are trapped in the matrix. Right? Oh, we're done now with the third one. Last na. Alveolar bone. We're almost finished. So for the alveolar bone, I'm sure you're familiar with the cancellous bone and the compact bone. The maxilla is mainly composed of cancellous bone, but the lower is covered by a thick compact bone. All right. So in the radiograph, di ba? If this is a tooth, oops, sorry. Are you also responsible, the officers, are you also responsible for the orientation? Or no? Will you be there or not?
Nandun po to.
Andun. Ano yung screen doon?
Ay,
Yung
hindi.
dalawang maliit na TV lang doon sa gilid, sa side? Or may
Wala
screen ba
pong-
sa ano?
Wala pong nasabi sa amin to.
Ano ba yan? Yung officer na to?
Wala po
Wala.
sinabi.
Baka hindi ka nakikinig.
Hindi po, wala po dun sa GC namin.
Kasi I will be giving a lecture sa orientation about canvas. So, hindi ko alam kung too small ba yung ano ko or okay lang. Anyway, malalaman ko bukas.
Ask ko po, Doc.
Bahala na sila kung di nila mabasa. Okay lang yun. So, sana ako. Ano sinasabi ko? Nawala tuloy ako. Ayun. When you take radiographs, di ba? So this is a tooth. You have your periodontal ligament space here, PDL space. Then you have a radio-opaque outline running parallel to the periodontal ligament space. That is your lamina dura. And your lamina dura is made of compact bone. That's why it appears radio-opaque in the radiograph. Okay? It's made of compact bone. So compact bone, excuse me. Compact bone is also known as your cortical bone. Cortical bone. That's why we call it corticated margin, right? It's too opaque that you have corticated margin. Whereas, ayun, lumipat. Yeah. So spongy bone, on the other hand, is also known as your cancellous bone. Okay. Sometimes it's also referred to as sponjosa. Okay. And when you take radiograph, you would see trabeculations like that. Diba? May trabeculations. Those are spongy bone. Looks like a meshwork. Okay. Cancellous bone. So we have these different cells here: osteoblasts, osteoclasts, and osteocytes. So osteoblasts are the bone-forming cells. Okay. Osteoclasts, on the other hand, are responsible for the breakdown of mineralized matrix, specifically bone. It can also resorb dentin as well as cementum. Osteocytes are stellate-shaped cells that are trapped within the matrix. If you see this term here, site, osteocyte, cementocyte, these are trapped cell in the matrix. Okay. If you see the suffix blast, they are forming cells. Cementoblast, cementum forming cells. Osteoblast, bone forming cells. You see the suffix clast, destroy, resorb. Okay. So we also have a term known as odontoclast. Okay. Odontoclasts are also called cementoclast. Okay. Odontoclasts are also known as cementoclast. So basically, it is a cytomorphologically the same as an osteoclast. It is involved in cementum resorption also. That's why it's called cementoclast. Okay. It can resorb also the dentin. So basically, odontoclast and cementoclast are synonymous. Okay. Lastly, we have here the dehiscence and fenestration. I'm sure you're very well familiar with this one. Clinically, you would see dehiscence as a severe form of gingival recession, right? You can clearly see the root exposure of the tooth. You call that dehiscence. But in terms of fenestration or fenestra, this is covered by a gingiva. Tapos siya ng gingiva. So basically, that area of denuded bone where the root is exposed, you cannot see it clinically. So how would you be able to diagnose or identify that clinically? Are you supposed to open the gingiva randomly? Okay, patient, I'll just check if you have fenestration. Let's open up a flap. Okay, wala, congratulations. Let's suture. Is that like that? So how would you know if the patient has fenestration? Is it seen through radiograph? I don't
Palpation.
think so. Palpation, very good. Okay. You palpate. So you try to palpate, and if you feel a margin here, area of denuded bone, then most likely the patient has fenestration or fenestra. What dental procedure would often result sa fenestration?
Ortho.
Ortho, doc.
Ortho, di ba? If the dentist was able to position the tooth in a more a forward direction, or let's say the tooth was torqued, malaki yung torque ng tooth, so what would happen to the root? It would go in a more labial direction. It would pierce through the bone. Okay? So when performing ortho, dapat you have a controlled force. Okay? Do you have any questions or clarifications? Is it too fast? I know.
Doc,
Yes.
can the ortho also push it back in after
Yes, you can.
calling that?
Yes, you can. That's why some are, oops, sumobra. Okay, let's go back a bit. Basta dapat you have detected that early. So it's too late if all the roots are already outside the bone. Okay. Any questions? None? So again, the quizzes will be given face to face. I'll be announcing when the quiz will be. As of now, we don't have any quiz scheduled yet. Wala mo ng quiz. Okay. The next topic to be discussed will be DEPS. Let's delay the discussion of pathogenesis kasi baka there might be some students who are still enrolling. They would have a hard time to self-study that topic. Siguro we'll just discuss first periodontal examination and charting. We've had a lecture on that in period 2. And maybe we can also discuss periodontal risk assessment. All right? Siguro I'll discuss pathogenesis towards the week 4 or week 5. Okay? Let me check the attendance first. Just repeat your surname, ha? So again, announcements will be given na sa Canvas. Okay, wala na tayong GC, so Canvas na tayo. Communications will be given sa Canvas. So Alejandria Alvarado, Andres Angeles Babor Bagona Benito Borabon Bulda Butcon.
Bulda. Andres po, present.
Benito po,
Butcon po.
present.
Borabon po present.
Angeles po present.
Ano nangyari? Alejandria Alvarado? Babor na rin.
Alvarado po.
Alejandria Bagona?
Balongan po present.
Sorry? Alejandria yun and Bagona. Okay. Butcon is,
Butcon po.
Cabatuando Canlas, Castilla del Mundo Escalante, Esguera Espinoso, Fernandez Ramela.
Fernandez.
Castillo po, present.
Canlas po.
Escalante po.
Fernandez po, Doc, present po.
Ferrer Espinoso del Mundo.
Ferrer po present, Doc.
Del Mundo po present.
Cabatuando Espinoso.
Espinosa po present po.
Alright. Cabatuando is not here. Fuerte Galicia Grabador Guarte Guillermo Gutierrez Hung.
Present po.
Guillermo po present.
Gutierrez po, Doc, present.
Gravador po present.
Galicia and Guarte.
Guardi po, Doc.
Galicia, not here. Okay, Ibut Nandi, Limas, Limonar, Lin, Makunat, Marquez, Fadul, Fatima Nelmida, and Ashi.
Ibot na po
Marquez.
present.
Present. Tota.
Nelmida po.
Makunat po present.
Alos po present. Padul po.
Lin, Limonar, Limas.
Doc
Limas.
Limonar.
Present.
In present po, Doc.
Alright. Fatima, are you here? Okay. Pamitan, Salud, Santos, Crystal, Santos. Ay? Santos, Crystal, Jade, Santos, Crystal, Rose, Servito, Tamparong, Torres, and Totin.
Servito po, present.
Salud
Santos Crystal Rose po.
Totin po, Doc, present.
Pamitan po present, Doc.
Santos Jade po, Doc, present.
Tamparong and Pamitan is here. Tamparong. Wala siya. Trias, Tulalian, Vargas, Vasquez, Vicente, Vitug, Yu, Jonalyn.
Trias po,
Tulalian
Doc.
po.
Doc Vasquez po present.
Vargas po, present.
You po present.
Vitug po, present.
Alright. Tulalian is here na.
Tulalian po.
Okay. Tamparong, not here. Galicia, not here. Cabatuando, not here.
Doc Cabatuando po, present.
Doc Galicia nandito po.
Alright. Tamparong. Siya lang yung wala. Okay, by the way, I have assigned one student to take the picture of the tawag dito, OD logbook, so I can monitor if you're working during our lecture time, ha? So I'll be reporting to the chief of clinics those students who would be working ng Wednesday, 5 o'clock to 7 p.m. Okay, so if you have conflicts scheduled, if you have online class before this, message me para we can do something regarding the face-to-face quiz. Okay? Baka naman sabi niyo online kayo tapos nasa school naman pala kayo. Miss Cabatuando and Fadul.
Doc, we have a volunteer po.
Yes?
We have a volunteer po, Doc.
For what?
For class rep.
Isn't it too late? Diba?
Okay, Doc.
Okay. What else? Wala na question. Wala na? No concern. So if there are no questions, I'll see you next week online same time. Lecture mo na, wala mo ng quiz. Okay, so I'll meet with you next week online. Thank you and bye-bye.
Thank you,
Thank you
Doc.
po, Doc.
Thank you
Thank
po,
you, Doc.
Doc.
Sige.